Hello everyone. What do you think of this rhythmic stamping sound? Once heard, it is not easily forgotten. Indeed, this is a unique sound that is particular to this local puppet theater. Daniel from England, Susan from Australia, and I, Gart, from the US, came to Japan's Ishikawa Prefecture, where we encountered in the mountains of Hakusan City the puppet form called Dekumawashi. We want to share with the world the wonders of this Dekumawashi puppet theater, which is kept alive by the passion of all the members of the Higashi Futakuchi Bunyan Ningyo Traditional Puppet Theater Preservation Association.
Hey, I'm Susan.
And I'm Daniel, and we're back in Higashi Futakuchi here at the Puppet Theatre in Hakusan City, which is located 40 minutes drive away from the city centre.
And you'd never imagine that there's such an amazing puppet theatre here in this tiny mountain village.
However, it's exactly this environment, this secluded environment, that helped the puppet theatre thrive.
I bet you want to know more about Dekumawashi, right? Go on, go right in. Everyone is waiting for you.
Okay, let's go.
Let's do it!
こんに
こんにちは。失礼します。では早速保存会の皆さんにお尋ねしたいんですけれども、この人形浄瑠璃の中ではやはりもう子供から習おうというのがほとんど一般的なんですか？
村の子供たち小さい時からその家々に人形があって、それを代々ついていったもんですから、だいたい小さい3歳か4歳ぐらいの時からそういうものが体に染みついてるんですよ。
なるほどですね。この多く物語のある中で特にこの役またこの人形を操るのが好きだなっていうような人形がありましたらぜひ教えてください。
酒吞童子っていう物語があって、源頼光というその大将と、5人の部下がいるんですけど、その中の一番強い渡辺の綱という人形はみんな子供はみんなやりたかった人形です。
そうなんですね。やはりその話の中で鬼役やるのがちょっと悔しい思い出がちょっとあるのではないかなというふうに思うんですけど、どうしてももう毎回いくら頑張ってもやられちゃう役ではあるのかなと思うので、そこら辺はどうでしょうか。
やっぱやられ役っていうか、悪役が悪役らしくないと、物語って映えないと思うんですよ。で私も子供の頃からやってて中で割と興味があったのはそういう意味では悪役だから大体悪役します。
伝統的には男性しかできませんか？
どんだけ好きでも女子供は一切入れなかった、私の時代になってから子供はもう入れたりして、先輩の方から結構叱られたこともあるんです。子供を教えるこんな大事なもんを子供に教えてどうするんやと。でも今思えばよかったなと、わしに間違いなかったなとは今思ってるんですけど、
女性の人も興味があれば、ぜひやってもらっても全然大丈夫。今の時代は大丈夫。
今の時代ですね。
この人らはもう好きでそういう家庭がそういう状況になっとったんやね。じいちゃんばあちゃんがおって、これはこういう場面だぞということを分かりやすく、そしてお話しすることによって浄瑠璃カタロガにしても舞う人にしてもそういうものがもう頭の中に入ってしまうと。
わしはもうお母さんのお腹におる時からもう浄瑠璃聞いとったんやと思う。
山口さん一番若い人ですよね。でその立場から、これからどういうふうに進んでいきたいと思いますか？
自分が一番若いで、その下が今正直いないんですけど、なのでここまで続けてくださった方々のためにも一日一日後世に残していけるようにこれからも頑張っていきたいなと思ってます。
でこれ森下さんに聞きたいんですけれども、今日は三味線のデビューということなので習い始めて今日まではどんぐらい時間かかりましたか？
習い始めては1年ぐらいか1年ぐらいここで月1ぐらいで習わせてもらってした人に手ほどきしてもらったんやけど、1年かかってまだ今日デビューして まあ、やってみて全然できてないなと思ってもうちょっと練習して三味線があるテイクをもう一回見てみたいなって自分は思います。
僕は完全の素人ですけれども三味線の音色を聞いてとてもいいなと思いましたのでもうぜひこれからも頑張ってください。
はい、ありがとうございます。
I'm glad you had a chance to hear what they had to share. The puppeteers and the puppets have forged deep and strong bonds over the years, adding further attraction for audiences from near and far.
So after learning more about these puppets, I really want to hear more stories.
Yeah, me too. I wonder what part of the story this dragon appears in.
Yeah.
I can answer that question.
God!
Hey, that dragon appears in this story that I'm holding here called Taishokukan.
What does that mean?
The English title is The Stolen Crystal Jewel.
Ooh. Well, I can't wait to see the scene that this dragon appears in then.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
それでは始まり
Taishokukan, The Stolen Crystal Jewel. This is a story from the era when the Fujiwara clan was flourishing, about 1,000 years ago. The Tang Emperor Gaozong of China was married to Kohan Kunyo, the daughter of Fujiwara no Kamatari, a high-ranking Japanese nobleman. One day, Kohan Kunyo told her husband that she wished to send a gift back to her father. Immediately, the emperor led her to the storehouse. There, they selected 3 treasures. One of them was a crystal jewel called Menko Fuhai. No matter from which direction one prayed before it, the countenance of the Buddha in the jewel always faced the worshipper. The emperor selected the great warrior Manko of Yunzhou province to safely take the treasures by boat to Japan. Now, the Dragon King lived in a palace under the sea. Upon hearing that the treasures were to be sent to Japan, the Dragon King gathered his clan to devise a strategy to plunder the shipment and take the Menko Fuhai jewel. The Dragon King called the Shura King down from the heavens. After conferring, they decided to circle ahead of Manko's boat to lie in wait for him. When Manko and his crew reached the boundary waters between Japan and China, all of a sudden lightning flashed and torrential rains began to fall. An island appeared before them, and they saw numberless arrows flying toward them. Finally, they heard a voice that echoed to the sky, "I am the Shura King! Relinquish the jewel!" In the next instant, a tremendous barrage of huge stones and blades hurtled towards them. Without flinching, the warrior Manko, astride his horse and wearing helmet and armor, continued to fight. "Oh no," cried out the Shura King, "I'm no match for you!" And then he attempted to flee at breakneck speed. Brandishing his sword, Manko cut off Shura's head. A spray arose as head and body sank into the sea. Alarmed, Shura's underlings turned tail and fled. Hoisting their sails, the entourage again set off for Japan. When they neared Shidonoura in Sanuki province on the island of Shikoku, they saw a strange spherical boat drifting toward them from the distance. Several people took rods in hand to break open the boat. To their surprise, a lovely princess emerged from within. Someone shouted, "This is surely the work of the Shura King! He has transformed himself into a beautiful woman in order to come back to get revenge. Quick, kill her!" When they leapt at her, the young woman wailed, "All sorts of terrible rumors were told about me. So I was placed in this boat in the capital to be sent into exile. Please, I beg you, believe me." Having observed the situation, Manko spoke. "She is but a frail girl. We shall help her." They brought her aboard the ship. The warrior Manko became entranced with the girl, remaining by her side, never leaving her for even a moment. After a while, the girl spoke meekly. if you care this much about me, please grant my one desire. When the warrior inquired about her wish, she said, I have heard that you have the crystal Menkofuhai on board this vessel. Please allow me once to worship before it. Thinking that this would be no problem, since they were on the ship, Manko took out the jewel and handed it to the girl. It is indeed an auspicious Buddha, she said, and with this I shall take my leave of you. So speaking, the young woman transformed into a serpent more than 30 meters long, plunging into the sea with the precious jewel and vanishing. Manko cried out in anguish, I have been deceived! So, what do you think of the story so far? Did it give you chills?
So the dragon was actually the woman who stole the precious treasure from Manko Shogun.
Right.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll get the treasure back.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to find out how it goes on?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, in that case, you should read the English language picture book version at this link here.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Check
can't
it
wait to
out.
read it.
Yeah, me too.
Me three. Deep in the mountains of Hakusan, there's a puppet tradition. 350 years of history. Deku no mai. Deku no mai.